Okay.
One time, we were coming up this great big hill in southern Alberta one hot July morning. We had the big band with 2 buses, and all of a sudden there's no forward gears in the old white bus. And we got it pulled over to the side, and the transmission was gone in that old white bus. And we loaded the band in the other bus, we loaded the gear in the other bus. We sent them up on their way to the Pembina River Nights Festival, where we would play the next night. It was Friday morning. And then me and my friend Mike Zinger, we got that bus to the side of the road, we got a shovel, and we dug a little trench under it. Then we put on our coveralls, and got out the tools, and we crawled out underneath that bus, and we started pulling the transmission out of that old bus. Pulled it all through Friday, all through the afternoon until the early evening. We got on the internet, we got on the phones. We found a transmission on the classified ads in a field 4 hours north of us. It looked a lot like ours. $350. And Mike drove through the night and bought that transmission and had it back in the morning, 8 o'clock that morning. And we pulled the transmission out of that white bus all through that morning into the early afternoon. Then we got in his van and we drove up to the Pembina River Nights Festival where the band was waiting for us. Played it in the rain. We played it in the rain. And then we drove his band back through Alberta. 3 o'clock in the morning, we crawl in the old white bus and we go to sleep. And Sunday morning, we crawl back underneath that bus in 2 hours. We had that transmission on the ground, and we took that new field transmission, and we shoved it up inside that bus, and we hooked up the lines, and we hooked up the linkage. 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we started it up, and it moved a little forward, moved a little backwards. Now we're 4 hours out of Wetaskiwin, Alberta, where we're due to play at 8 o'clock. We got 4 hours to get there, and we put that bus in drive, and we put that accelerator to the floor, and at 5 to 8, I go through the door, the band is waiting for me on stage, I walk through the curtains. Somebody hands me a guitar, I say, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen." And that's called rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. That's called rock and roll. And wherever that little fucking Justin Bieber is tonight, he is not changing his own transmission.
So it is,
Got her letter in a little mailbox. I forgot I had an old truck stop. I read it once and then I read it again. I could hardly keep from crying. I've been driving around the last week or so with an empty truck. I don't have a load, and I don't care, 'cause to tell you the truth, I think I might be dying. Trucker speed, Benzodrine, Percocets, amphetamines, black beauties in West Coast turned around. Oh, and the coast is clear, I drive with my knees, mix it all up in a recipe, Coca-Cola and coffee to wash it down. Sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground. By the side of the road, he said, "You're a mess." When I told her, she didn't even leave an address. Then he got another call, he said, "Wait right here, I'll be back in a little while." I put my head across my arms, slept over the wheel for an hour or more. Then I started it up and I took off into the night. Trucker speed, Benzodrine, Percocets, amphetamine, black beauties in West Coast turned around. Oh, and the coast is clear, I drive with my knees, mix it all up in a recipe, Coca-Cola and coffee to wash it down. And sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground. Sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground. I've been high-centered, low throttle when I couldn't stop. I peed in a bottle. I've been solo some. I made Hank Williams look like a party of five. I've been beat up, broke down, loaded on a truck and driven into town. But I always thought she'd be there at the end of the line. Always thought she'd be there at the end of the line. And it's trucker speed, Benzodrine, Percocets and fed up beats, black beauties and West Coast turned around. When the coast is clear, driving my knees, mix it all up in a recipe, Coca-Cola and coffee to wash it down. Sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground. Sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground. Sometimes I feel like my wheels ain't touching the ground.